Welcome back for Game 3, everyone, of this Metroid Plants Enigma semifinals.
Yeah, winner take all. We're sitting at one apiece. They've gone back and forth for both of the two games, and yeah, we're going to be doing the same settings for Game 2. So the same worlds we had last time.
Because they want to torture me with saying Eigenfos over and over again.
You get used to it.
But the winner of this will move on to the finals.
Yep, this is our first semifinals. I believe the second semifinals is scheduled tomorrow. Is that right?
Yeah, they are. From 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. or 10 or yeah, all three games starting at 7 p.m. tomorrow night is Skyhawk versus Amada.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
All right, we're dropping the gate here in a second, folks. So
let's see if we get a different start other than the Mechlor start. That kind of made things go a little faster than we might have expected. We almost had a sub 30. Could have been even faster than that.
So I kind of want to see Mechlor again, just to see these two, really close together.
Yeah, it'll definitely keep things relatively close. I wouldn't mind seeing an Eigenfo start just because I like the criteria starts. It makes the wreck ship check a little more interesting. When it's off the hub area and like 2 elevators down, it's very easy, I think, to just say, I'll do that if I have to.
True. Well, we're about to see in a brief second here. Oh, and it's a Brinstar start.
All right, and it's a regular Bryn. No fancy custom areas here. Another left-right decision, and I suspect they're both going left. Yeah.
Yep. As per their feels, they love going left.
I only know this because there's an old custom room named literally Epi versus MST.
MST, yeah.
MST left, Epi right.
I love that room, but we see a core there.
Yeah, we'd love to get sensor early, but we're not going to be able to get that for quite a bit unless we get some early bombs, which you don't see that very often.
And we'll need that morph ball to go with it.
Yeah.
Alright, so with the way these runners have played so far, who do you think has the edge here? Oh wow, there's an early Spore Spawn.
Ugh, and even if we get like a little bit of missile count, no beams, no E-tanks, 10 missiles, nah, that's alright, we'll take on the plant later.
Yeah. I wonder if the plant's going to be hiding in an elevator today.
Is that a high jump or a space jump requirement door as well? Huh.
Yeah.
That's a second high jump requirement. Yeah,
yep.
Those missiles.
Those missiles going to be taunting MST a little bit.
I don't know if that one is deboostable.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, we get another long room with Mahal, and one thing you have to be careful about in planets, for like the first 10 or so minutes, when you're sitting at 0 or 1 E-tank, you can absolutely take a death.
Yeah. And when you're this far in, and Kaz gets the first missiles, and MST is trying to get those in the corner, but a little too far. And
yeah, sitting at 15 health. Now has to be a little more concerned.
Speaking of high jump, there it is on Kaz's side.
Yeah, we kind of suspected that after seeing a whole bunch of high jump checks. So.
Yep. Before his trouble, MST is going to get a little bit of an energy boost there with that tank.
Yeah, always happy to get 1 or 2 early tanks.
Yeah, you got to give your tanks for it.
No tanks.
No tanks.
But now, Kaz is going to go right from the ship.
Yeah, yep. Just saw it, yeah, and here's a scanner right over here. But can't get to it because that's a bomb, right?
I'm not sure it's a bomb block because I think it's oh, that's a screw attack recommendation. That is rude. Who made that room? It was a combat room with a ripper.
Oh. That's evil.
I mean, early screw attack would do wonders for our survivability here, but
It would. But is screw attack pathable?
no.
No,
No,
I didn't think
not
so,
in
yeah.
Not in the room maker. I don't believe there's an option to put screw attack as a required item.
Yeah, so that might be a little bit of a problem, potentially, if that's like an E-tank or something that's needed.
Well, it's for the scanner.
Oh, that's right, there's no item there, that's right. Okay, that's fair, yeah. Wow, so that scanner is completely locked away.
Alright, we get our first elevator. Is this Kraid?
Yeah, it is Kraid!
And this definitely wants high jump.
Yeah, it does.
And probably more missiles than you have. And like we were saying in game 1, having a bunch of missile doors when you're sitting on 5 missiles is such a pain in the butt.
Yeah. And MST's not going to be too far behind.
Yeah, I was wondering if there's like an actual gettable item in that room with high jump. But neither runner is going to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see if there was a item requirement on Kaz's side, or it's just bailing out of sheer inconvenience.
I think it might have been sheer inconvenience because I did not see anything. If anyone watching wants to chime in if they saw something.
Oh, Zebetite's in the way. Alright, so we need more missiles.
That's a little bit of a pain. Can't get through that with just 5 missiles. Oh, blocked. Needing morph ball.
And ice for that one. So we've seen a rather concerning variety of requirements for some of these rooms.
Just right off the starting area too. Oh, and here's another elevator.
Yeah, we got another one. Probably looking at. All right, Mechlor. If you need missiles, this is the place to go.
Yeah, for sure.
Although now you're gonna have to reset because there's nothing but missile doors here, of course, and you're sitting on 5. So
our runners are both saying hi to each other in the same room. MST's getting that map scan while Kaz doesn't want to have any of it. Oh, there's ball.
Yeah, at least we're not sitting at a 30-minute morph ball seat.
What? You don't love those?
They are a time.
They are a time. I mean, at least now the seed can keep rolling.
Ooh, a scan from Kaz. Yeah. It's going to find the Kraid location.
Yep. Can't get any of those down there quite yet.
I wouldn't hate biting the bullet here, taking one of those missiles and then just resetting, because you're going to need missiles for this one too.
Oh, so many needs of missiles here. Now MST is going to have a little bit of an easier time, but not much with that extra E-tank. Because it looks like Mechlor is very heated. Oh, here's an E-tank right over here.
Yeah,
that's going to be useful.
Probably going to get those missiles too.
Yeah, especially at 5 missiles, you're going to need them.
Oh, alright, so we were talking about screw attack. There it is. That might be the only thing. We're going to get a drop. Alright, we got one. Almost.
It happens. Now off Mechlor, what is this, Ridley? Or no,
Mechlor is Norfair.
That's right, it's Norfair. So we're gonna be looking for the Ridley elevator off here.
Yeah, at the minimum, the Ridley elevator. We could also find the Torian elevator here.
That's right. Yeah, that's true. That is possible. All right, Kaz is going to get that other E-Tank, which is going to be a lifesaver a little bit, and some more missiles.
Yeah, Screw Attack will make the Metroids bounce off of you, so it's going to make it much easier to deal with them.
And MST is going to be getting the Screw Attack. Yep, right here.
I think just by virtue of going left first in this room, I think MST is getting through this a little faster.
Yeah. Oh, core capacitor. That could prove useful a little bit here.
Yeah, Phantom isn't... Well, Phantom would actually help a little bit with those Metroid rooms.
Yeah.
If you didn't have any
That
other...
Screw Attack, yeah.
It, but...
Oh, we're going to take this elevator up to BSL Station.
Yep, we got our Ridley zone. So, this is where we will find Ridley, the main qualm, and the runners were able to get through it last time, but it's... Are we going to need bombs to be able to find Ridley?
That would be a cruel joke.
Yeah, especially after last seed.
Yeah.
Kaz especially will not be happy.
No. Imagine an area for the game you do a randomizer for turning against you like that.
Yeah, imagine losing because you didn't get bombs. I'd never.
No, not at all. But Kaz is going to pick up that core capacitor.
Yeah, we'll find the Ridley elevator too.
Yep.
I suspect we'll be doing the same thing.
Oh, and gonna need some sort of bombs or space jump to get up that spider room.
Yeah, space jump in particular, it can be done with bombs. It will not be fun because you'll also have to take out about 15 spiders.
Yeah.
It's doable.
That'd be mean if the generator decided that that's what you have to do. Which is possible. Because I think it's pathed for bombs, right?
It might.
Oh,
No, I
Ice
think
Beam.
it's past
it's not?
space jump.
Oh, okay, it is only.
If I had to guess, but yeah, Ice Beam. Technically, that could get us past that room. I doubt that's also in the room's logic, but if you think you can do 5 or 6 spiders perfectly lined up, more power to you.
All right, both of our runners are going through BSL. Oh wait, no, yeah, BSL, yeah. I swear I know the names of these areas. And with so many custom areas in the game, it's easy to get confused.
Oh, you can get... That's one of those rooms where you think it's a bomb block. It's actually not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it needs space jump. Yeah. That makes sense.
Oh, that is a bomb slash... I don't think you can get through with just spring. I think that's a flat bomb requirement. And that might be it for MST.
Mm-hmm. We'll see how long Kaz... No! MST's
still looking.
Yep.
I don't... Yeah, MST didn't find the Ripper Room and is going to get Ice Beam as well.
Mm-hmm. That's right, yep. It's a pretty ice find, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Chill out here.
There's a room named Chill Out. We probably won't see it.
No. So we have not found Ridley yet.
No, and that'll be something that if we get access to a scanner, like we passed that Screw Attack required scanner, using that to find where Ridley is and just to know which of the paths and which of the items you're required to be really useful if you can kind of get lucky and figure out that scan. But MST's out and is going to go, at the very minimum, I would imagine, check out the rest of your mech work, build up that ammo and energy count.
Mm-hmm. Now with those 3 energy tanks got a little bit of protection against all this heat and hazards.
And I think we only found one major in here so far, right? Just Morph Ball?
Yeah, just morph.
High jump was Bryn Star.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it is quite possible that there could be another major somewhere around. And
Yeah, the common
this
play
room-
is play for 2 majors per zone. That's a wave check, though.
Yeah, it is.
Don't want to see those start popping up yet.
No. Gonna have to wave that. Oh, and yeah. Alright, so where would you go from here?
I'm only pulling one major from Norfair. I definitely want to fully explore this out. And then if not, might just head towards Spore Spawn, get a boss out of the way, go from there.
Because you know where Spore Spawn is, get that boss down easy. And maybe there's an elevator hidden behind Spore Spawn. Probably, actually.
We also have more than enough missiles now to deal with the Zebatites and Kraid, so that might be the other obvious play.
That is true. Oh, and MST's getting grabbed by that Metroid. No bombs to knock it off.
Yep, Metroid hugs.
Sometimes you just need a little love.
I just want a hug.
Yeah.
That's actually going to give Kaz a little bit of, at least on this direct path, a lead.
Yeah, it will. Yeah. Kaz now back in Brinstar.
Which we've seen plenty of lead changes already. And
yeah, we have.
Going by what Kaz just selected on the map, it looks like we're headed right back into Kraid.
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't mind going back for the scanner, just to maybe try to scan Ridley.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's not the way anyway. Isn't it?
Well, the Kraid elevator was up and right from the room that you see MST in right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Other than I guess Kaz is gonna take care of the scan.
But like, we got to get Spore Spawn down at some point, right? So
yeah. When MST's going down here, because I don't think we've been this way yet. Oops, just a little E-tank.
Without Varia, every E-tank helps.
Exactly.
With Varia, 3 or 4 and you're fine. No? Okay.
Oh.
Scanning? Yeah, Kaz deciding to try to scan more of Bryn.
Oh, but look what we have on MST's side, another elevator.
Yeah, let's see if MST gets a little recency bias. Nope, we're going to dive.
Yep. Well, at least get some map scanner instantly here. Any info at this point is good info. Okay, checking out Wrigley a little bit.
Yeah, knows at least which of the gated rooms did not require, or are not required, at least for that particular one. I think that right side was bomb locked.
Yeah.
So that's what we're looking for.
But the question is now, if anything is behind Spospo.
Yeah, or if there's progression in grade.
That's true too.
Actually, a little surprised we haven't seen one of the runners go back into Kraid.
Yeah.
I totally get wanting to get that scan out of the way.
Yeah. And is this the Spore Spawn with an item on the side?
I don't know. Looks like the scan from Kaz is a little bit to the left. And now looking at the scan and seeing where the Spore Spawn room, this makes a little more sense because, like you had said earlier, is Spore Spawn blocking an elevator? And if Spore Spawn is blocking Torian, that's good to know.
That is, yeah.
It might open up on the top to give way to that spot that you see on the map.
That's what I was thinking.
And
MST is looking like gonna follow in that same direction that Kaz is.
Yeah, not spending as much time. Didn't pull a major Eigenpost, but worried that what happened in Game 2 could have very well happened in Game 3. Doesn't want to risk giving away 10 minutes or so unless they absolutely have to.
Yeah. Which can you blame them?
Not at all.
No,
Not at all.
Alright, MST's gonna get this map scan. Spospo is a bit tanky, but if you have bombs, you can make short work of Spospo because a little bit weak to them. You could bomb the stock and bomb the soft, chewy center.
Yeah, bombs do a lot of damage, and because the Spore Spawn closing triggers at a certain damage point, it helps if you can do a little bit of extra damage while it's closing, so Space Jump and Screw Attack will also give it a pretty bad time.
Is Spore Spawn kind of like a plant M&M? You know, with the candy-coated shell and then the tasty inside?
I have never dined on Spore Spawn. I could not answer that question. I'm not sure that's
M&M.
something I'd want to order off the menu either. It's the Space Jump Screw Attack combo. Screw Attack on its own, because you can't maintain the damage for long enough, doesn't tend to do a lot of damage. But if you combine it with Space Jump, then you literally just Space Jump Screw Attack in Spore Spawn's face.
Yep.
It's very sad.
Well, there's that Phazon core.
Yeah, Phazon is definitely one of the cores that can swing a little bit of time. You typically don't see it until the very end, but it does give you double damage if you run into a zone that has a lot of Zebatites, or even if you want to use it on Mother Brain, just do half the required hits. It can save like 30 seconds to a minute, minute and a half, depending on how many obstacles you have to go through.
Yeah. I mean, it would have proved useful last seed after, you know, all those Zebetite. Or no,
Yeah.
seed 1. That's right. Sorry, the seed bleed is real, folks.
I mean, if you were a real Phazon, if you had done this earlier somehow, with very little missiles or health on the first pass, you could have gotten through those Zebetites. Now,
Yeah.
the rest of Kraid would have been a very bad time.
That is true.
Hey, this is a nice check on Kaz's side, and it gives us the diet, like you said, Diet Varia.
Yeah. And I think this is the first time we've seen Crystal Core. Right?
In the 3 games, yeah.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Which is surprising. Normally Crystal Core tends to show up a lot in these races.
Yeah, I think that's the other core that can actually swing time if you have a lot of heated rooms. And
Yeah.
Varia's in some forsaken place.
So very true.
Spore Spawn down for MST, so we're at 1 boss apiece. Didn't get any majors being blocked by Spore Spawn, but totally understandable that both runners would check the immediate areas behind it.
Oh, we did see Crystal in the first seed. Okay, cool. After Varia, so it didn't get picked up. That makes sense.
Ah, well, there you go. Yeah, we did have early Varia in the first one.
Yeah, we did. Thank you, Paragon, for paying attention when we do not.
Now, MST will be able to make up a little bit of time here as Kaz is going through areas that MST already has. But then we're going to run into the question of Criteria versus Kraid.
Yeah. Which criteria could be a wild goose hunt.
It could be, but we don't have a lot of majors left. There's a lot of things we'd like to find. I would understand either runner making that choice.
Well, MST found a room that definitely needs a way up there.
Yeah, I think that was where one of the cores was, if I remember right. I think that
Yeah.
was Phazon. Alright, Kaz is done. Heading back to the right.
Yep, going to Crane.
Going to at least one of them.
Yeah.
I suspect Crane would be the first.
Yeah,
You
same.
never know.
True. Everyone has their own paths they take. I mean, don't listen to me for pathing, because there's a reason why I'm commentating, not running.
I mean, if there was a trick to pathing, we'd all know it by now, so I'm just guessing.
Path your way through Metroid planets with this one easy trick.
The top runners hate it.
The top runners.
I mean, top runners hate this wrecked play.
I feel like someone used to make a whole series of those parody ads.
Oh, that'd be great.
Right. Alright, so Kaz is... Yep. Heading...
Right of Screw Attack is the core. That's the start of the core section, so that's Core Dynamo. That lowers the cooldown to switch cores from 5 minutes to 2 minutes. Doesn't often get play, usually involving Crystal or Phazon, but it can come up every once in a while. And we're going into Crane.
Yes, we are. Alright, we'll see how deep Kraid goes. Oh, and MST gets those high jump boots.
The errand was run. Hey! For the third time, it's the Slabs complex.
Yeah. Are you tired of this room? Because I'm not. Okay, that's a lie. I am completely tired of this room.
Well, we got our first heated zone. That usually can be, or not usually, but it can be an indication of a whole chain of heated areas.
Yeah. And with that crystal core, it's pretty useful.
Yeah, we're definitely happy to have Crystal Core going through this. That was also our second wave check.
Yeah.
That could be a little concerning.
No, Meteor. It can't be Slab 3 Slab Harder. Slab 3 would be Slab Happy. Oh, and there was Space Jump.
Yeah, so Space Jump and Screw Attack, if you want to combine them both, makes for excellent survivability. Space Jump without Screw Attack makes for excellent movement and deboosting. And yeah, there is no vertical area we cannot reach.
Which will prove useful in this slab room. Oh. I'm not sure this picking up another E-Tank is needed with the Crystal Core.
I mean, as long as you don't have Varia, I'm picking up all of them. You never know.
I love the chat right now coming up with names for
slab movies.
So both our runners are both in good old complex.
Yeah, and you'll notice Kaz is emphasizing major retrieval now because he knows where Kraid is. But he wanted to get at least a major, got that space jump. But I suspect that's not all we're doing.
And there is our Kraid. Oh, this isn't too bad.
Yeah, not with the space jump and screw attack combo. If we didn't have that, ice would help quite a bit. But generally, Kraid in a little short cubby hole like that can be kind of a pain in the butt. Big moment for Cass here. Are you bailing on Kraid on one major again?
It looks like it.
Alright.
We'll see if this proves useful.
this, for those just joining, this is literally how Kaz lost game 2.
Yeah, I don't like this play at all.
Kaz had the lead going in, left, immediately went to Torian after getting Kraid down, and needed bombs, which was the second major Kraid.
Going into Ridley. Or Metroid, then. Yeah.
We know Kaz should know that there's a bomb requirement going into Ridley, right?
I'd hope so. Oh, this is having echoes of the last game where Kaz went into Torian or the first game and realized that door was locked.
Yeah, like if you wanted to make the one major Kraid play and head to Criteria, that would at least... No, I'd still play for 2 here, but I could understand wanting to try to push against MST or Wreck Ship or a Criteria play.
I mean, Kaz knows Fusion, so... one would hope.
This could be, like, a Maze Ball 6 has 2 potential major spots, and that also requires bombs. So if that's actually where our second major is, and it's bomb block, then it turns out, at least leaving Kraid may end up being...
Yeah.
Well, that room can have a major, and that also requires bombs on Kaz's side.
That's a little bit worrying. Oh.
And a wave check.
That is...
Currently... Yeah, the BSL rooms are really good.
Yeah. Yeah, Kaz leaving here. Better play.
Yeah, if anybody likes what they see, ever want to check out planets, feel free to join the Discord. It's very easy to get started.
Yeah.
You can download, if nothing else, the tournament pack of 14,000 rooms. Create your own, get your own worlds going and get started. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Or even jump in and start making your own rooms, because it's super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and if you ever have a good idea for a room, check it out and try it out. I mean, I just make free enterprise meme rooms, but that's just me.
MST found Wave.
Oh, there was a second major in Kraid, and it's Wave Beam.
Oh. MST's going to be very happy with that.
Yeah, now we've seen Wave checks, but we haven't seen Wave block like a boss or potential progression yet.
Yeah.
But that's a pretty good find for MST.
It is, and it puts MST with a huge lead right now.
Yeah, there's still a play for Kaz here if Kaz decides to head to the Criteria area and picks up bombs.
Yeah, that's true.
But if the last game was any indication, Kaz is probably not going to back to the Kraid zone for a long time.
Yep. I'm sitting here. It's the scene from The Matrix where everyone is, falling down and getting the thing pulled out of their heads, and not like this. Not like this. Well, we're getting a high five between our two runners right now.
Okay, so Kaz is going back into Kraid, so making me look like a terrible commentator. A long time apparently means 35 seconds, but
yeah, I mean,
this is good for Kaz insofar as going to pick up Wave Beam. But now
in a
MST,
race,
in a race, following the same footsteps, now MST just has like a flat lead here.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's right. It's going to be able to do this room now with both
the ice,
high jump and ice. Yeah, this is a good room.
I believe Skyhawk and his vaults.
Any creative use of ice or a high jump is a check I approve of. We don't have nearly enough, or nearly that many of them.
But unfortunately, it's just missiles and an E-tank in here.
I mean, there's only about 700. There's only an entire area dedicated to wave beam checks. When are we getting long beam land?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I had a long beam check room made, but unfortunately, unironically, best beam does not fit in the room title.
Oh, so sad.
But yeah,
But,
hopefully Kaz finds this wave beam. Now, MST is also going to make the play toward Ridley without bombs.
Yeah, that's a choice.
Well, we saw that there were at least paths to take.
There are,
and
yes.
Kaz took and got wave blocked. If that wave beam is blocking Ridley,
Or that wave beam is blocking bombs, and that
another
yeah.
major, because we haven't found very many majors in Ridley. As far as I remember, I think there was just one, right?
Yeah.
Ice beam at the bottom left, I think.
Yeah. Well, Kaz has found that wave beam and is probably going to head straight back. But first, just deal with the long loading into Slab Complex.
I mean, it's at the point with me now that anytime I go into a map and I see the slow loading, I'm just like, oh no. Existential dread creeps into my brain.
Every second just stretches out into millennia. Yeah.
But Kaz is just get the wave beam.
Yeah. Kaz wants to just take care of this over here, just in case. Which, I mean, I don't blame.
Alright, so MST is gonna... The other thing I'm a little curious about... Okay, and that's...
Oh, just a core.
We now know it's not a major. Is that MST has scanned this area, and it looks to be a dead end with an item, so it's kind of banking on this room in particular having a major.
Mm-hmm. Because, yeah, did not have wave first time through here.
Oh my goodness, you were right. It was bombs.
It was bombs.
Oh, and then we go from the item both runners want to the item neither runner wants in Surge Core on Kaz's side.
Well, right now, MST definitely has a clear lead. Gonna take those bombs and go find Ridley.
Now, I don't believe we've found the Torian elevator. Is that right?
You're right. I don't think we have.
So that's definitely gonna be a spot where this can swing.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not in Mechlor. I would imagine we've explored the lion's share of that. But we do have all of Eigenfos. There's a wreck ship elevator somewhere that can cause you to lose your save spot. There is an item up here. No, it's just missiles.
I mean, right now, we're still also missing Spazer.
Yeah, a well-placed Spacer check in Torian will definitely make the runners panic a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's a little dangerous here for Kaz now because knowing that there were so many bomb checks in Ridley, I think it's a totally reasonable play to head to Criteria.
Mm-hmm. And with MST killing the big purple dragon.
Yeah, that's Eigenfos. That's our Criteria zone.
Yep.
So Kaz's best bet now is to find something that's required in Torian.
Yeah.
We're missing Spring. We're missing
Spazer.
And those can... Long Beam can also be a check. It's a little rare, but it's done generally with a row of regenerating crumble blocks that you need a Long Beam to get through.
Mm-hmm. Kaz is finding some bomb blocks. Not what he wants to see. Trying to think. Yep, MST's trying to scan for Torian right now.
Yep, good call. It's the most reasonable place for the Torian elevator to be, just because of how much we've explored the other two zones.
Yep.
Yeah, so the bombs, like Paragon was saying, the bomb area was a way to path on the top left of that room, but the bottom left is actually a wave and a long beam check. Which is the other common way to require a long beam, is to have a wave beam check that's a lot farther back.
Yeah. True.
I saw this room, I was like, wait, is this another spore spawn? Shows how good some of the room authors are with the backgrounds.
Oh, yeah. Some of them are really incredible with some of the art you could do within the tiles.
This is the room. Okay. Yeah, Kaz knows the gimmicks to this room.
Mm-hmm. Alright, MST now down here in Eigenfos.
Well, there's an elevator. Let's see where it takes us. It's the wreck ship.
It is.
As Pyron Waste.
Oh, Kaz is gonna dive into Pyron Waste, hoping that,
This is where bombs are.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. Like, this is a totally understandable play.
It is, yeah. I can't fault it. But we unfortunately know it's the wrong one.
Yeah, so Kaz needs to find, like, Spazer or Spring here and have
Yeah.
that blocked. And the other concerning part is that even if there is, like, let's say Kaz picks up Spazer and there's a Spazer blocking Torian, when MST leaves Torian after being theoretically blocked, the first thing he's going to do is check the rest of criteria and then check wreck ship.
Yeah.
And there is our Torian elevator.
Yep.
And that is now that's a long beam check, but it's one of the ones you can cheese if you're fast.
And no, not fast enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, there you go. You got wave
there.
back.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh.
not quite. So if you're wondering how a traditional long beam check is made, this is one of them.
And MST is calling it quits there.
Yeah, I mean, it can be done. We saw, I think it was a race, I think it was Koopa Skyhawk,
Yeah, yep.
where Koopa was able to pull this off.
I believe so. Oh. The timing's just not doing it.
There you go.
There.
Oh, I thought that was it.
Yeah, me too. I can imagine MST is cursing this long beam check so much right now.
But like that's so now that scenario comes into play that we were talking about before, right?
Oh.
Like, oh, okay, Spring Ball's a nice find.
There is Spring Ball, yeah.
But now MST is gonna just check all of criteria and check all of wreck ship for long.
Mm-hmm.
You see the effect of Crystal Core on Kaz's screen. Out of energy, Crystal Core
That's right.
will redirect that damage to ammo, so it buys you a little bit more time. Although, we're still in danger.
Yes, we are. With only 12 missiles left. Yep, Kaz is going to take a respawn.
Well, is able to get the door open at least.
That helps.
When you're on Crystal Core life, every missile helps.
Yeah. Very, very true. Yep, MST is going to head into Pyron Wastes right over here.
Yeah, we'll see if MST decides to make the dive immediately or decides to just check the rest of criteria first. Okay, I wouldn't trust that dead end room, even though it says dead end. As soon as you see Zealous coming out of a wall, my
Yeah,
lack
exactly.
of trust immediately comes out.
Completely fake.
Especially
in an area like this.
Oh, MST may not know the gimmick of that room.
Oh,
Okay, well there was Phaser.
That is not what Kaz needs to get ahead. But it's still missing
frankly,
long beam.
Any major at this point is good for MST. It just
Yep.
takes away a possible out. But if MST doesn't know the gimmick to that particular room to get into the wreck shit, and this is where our long beam is, it gets a little more interesting.
That it does.
Oh, is Kaz going to be able to get all the switches hit? Really nicely done.
Couldn't be close.
Oh no, he's fine.
Okay.
Well done.
Nice. Oh
wow, that was required heated logic.
That's a dive. Yeah.
That's like a 6 or 7 E-Tank logical requirement for Varia.
Yeah.
That is bonkers.
I want to know how the pathing worked out here, because this is like, what?
I'm about to open the room studio myself and check, but unfortunately that's not a huge help as far as making up ground.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But it'll save a little bit of time, but long beam, it turns out, is in criteria.
And I think that's going to be about GG's here, because MST is going to be the lead.
We've seen every major now. So Kaz is missing long beam and Spazer in criteria, bombs in Kraid. MST does not have Varia and spring jump from wreck ship, and space jump from I don't know where.
It's been 3 games, so don't blame you.
The first thing to go is the memory.
Oh.
if you watch me stream this game, there's plenty of examples of it.
Well, at least these runners don't forget much. That's why they're here in the semifinals.
And now MST is gonna... Now we can have a required space jump, which would be a little more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But they are not terribly common, and I don't know if there's a Meridia one. Although if anyone is detailed enough to put one in, I would believe in S-Grunt.
Yeah. S-Grunt has a number of very insane checks. Well, Kaz just found the Spazer.
Yep. It's gonna be like I got every major except the one I wanted.
Right.
That is gonna find long beam next.
Oh.
Like with Crystal Core and 140 missiles and 8 E-Tanks, even an entirely heated Torian run is not going to be too much of a problem.
All right. You're seeing where this goes. Oh, it looks like we got a little bit of a stream issue. Hopefully we should get that fixed momentarily. Haika says Gordor code enabled. Very true.
Brought to you at 144p.
I could see the pixels.
Wait, Samus is a pixel.
Samus is a pixel. Alright, MST is now in Meridia. And there was a Spazer check right there, so Spazer definitely needed.
Yep, that's good to see. I mean, this is doable.
This is with bomb. Oh, yep.
MST doesn't space jump. Okay, so MST is just missing Varia, and there's. Hey, we've seen this room before.
Yeah, we have. Bomb needed mother brain. The question is the escape going to be just as sure as last time?
I kind of hope not. But...
Yeah. Like, the only thing I could see is if there's a spring ball need somewhere here. But with 2 minutes and 15 seconds, it's a little bit of a jaunt.
Yeah, I'd say it's about an average-sized escape. Nothing too long.
MST is currently trying to wait for that music change, knowing that it's nice and good.
Yeah, you get the music change when the music reaches a certain point and you've progressed, I want to say, roughly halfway through escape.
Yep.
There are a few rather devious escape rooms that even MST has seen and can still give folks pause. If you ever see MetroidMst come up, you're in for a show.
Yeah. MST's hoping not trying to encounter any of those.
Yeah, I don't think it's in the Meridia tile set. We should be fine.
Yep. Just waiting to see when that music change is going to be. Alright.
Well, just going by the map, we don't have that much space left.
Yep, and there's that music change we were talking about. So, can't be too far away. Meanwhile, Kaz is finding the magnet core. And there's the elevator. Get your GGs in chat for MST. With a finished race time of 49 minutes and 48 seconds. Wow. And Kaz, unfortunately, has forfeited. Yeah, don't blame at all. Well, definitely GGs to both of them. Oh, and here they are. GG, Shy Guy, MST, and Kaz. How you guys doing?
I am upset at that first race.
I'm not.
Well, no, you're not. It's in my contract. I have to lose it. I really should have lost that second race, big time. Yeah, I guess Kaz dipped out before bombs, and that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a sub 20 seed.
Yes, that was a very quick one for game 2, and we were sitting here going, oh wow, this is gonna be a quick one. Oh wow, this is gonna be a long one. Oh, never mind, it's gonna be a quick one. Oh, so where to start on this 3-game madness streak?
Well, I mean, I guess MST must have felt a little rough in game 2, going through all of Criteria and Wreck Ship and coming away with just a high jump.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to remember the exact details of. I've just played 3 seeds. I don't remember what exactly.
I know bombs they're all a blur at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole trip to Criteria and Wreck Ship, there was nothing at all, and I'm just like, well, this is. I went like, GG, Cass, you congrats on winning this one. And then when I found when I got past the hazard run, started Brinstar, because I left Brinstar, because I had like 1 E-Tank, which I could have made that hazard run. If I had just done the hazard run, I would have just finished the seed like in the next 10 minutes on that case. But I left because of hazard run. I'm like, you know what? Maybe it wants me to go get Varia or whatever elsewhere, or more. And yeah, it didn't. I mean, I wanted more energy tanks for that, but it didn't really want me to do all that. So,
Varia was in a very interesting spot in game 3.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, did you find it?
Yeah, while looking for bombs.
In game 3?
In game 3.
Yup.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
My goodness. Okay, Kaz, let's
So
learn
Varia,
how to find bombs.
as far as Varia went, that was that main hub room in Pyron Waste to ask you to hit all 3 switches,
Yep.
open the door, that
Oh.
had Varia. So apparently a 6 E-Tank requirement or something like that. And yeah, like the main difference in Game 2 and Game 3 really was dipping on a 1 major or 2 major Kraid, which in both cases had I
Yeah.
think it was bombs both games.
It did. Yeah, I think so. That Kaz, the chat wants to know, why do you hate Kraid as an area?
Wait, hold on. When did I not check in Kraid? In Game 3, I mean.
That is
Yeah,
where...
bombs were not in Kraid in Game 3.
Or
Oh,
not
okay.
Kraid. It was it Ridley? It was one of the bosses.
It was Ridley.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, well, I was never going to find that then. I thought I needed...
That's right.
Bombs were the thing that I thought I needed to get to Ridley in Game 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
No, so... Well, yes, you do need bombs, but Space Jump got you bombs. Because it was past the Yakuza room in Ridley.
And the wave gate. The wave gate.
It's
that
on
you
your
escape
map.
from.
Why didn't you check it?
Oh.
It's
See,
one
I
room
didn't-
left of that hallway above the...
I didn't have wave when I went there.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's it. Yeah. So, okay, Kaz. In Game 3, did you explore full left to get the high jump boots at the start?
Yes, and then I immediately dipped out, and then I started to regret that later on because I saw the purple door as the first door that I saw in the game.
Same. See, I went there. I saw the purple door. Then I went down and explored down there, and then I left and went right. I did not get the high jump, and honestly, that should have cost me because that high jump was required to enter Kraid, and that's where Space Jump was. That's what broke the rest of the seed open. So by the time I got back there and found high jump, I thought I was so dead. Like
I went to
didn't think there was
Kraid.
any shot.
I went to Kraid with that high jump, and I had 5 missiles at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found Kraid with, basically nothing, and I couldn't enter it because I didn't have a jump. Is there a way to get up without the jump?
No, I think that one requires high jump.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So I'd like to go back to, I think it was Game 2, about having 2 majors in Torian.
That was Game 1.
Or that was Game 1, wow.
That was
Game
Game
one
Yeah,
is
we've
real.
all jumbled the seeds.
Game 1 was, I love that seed, and I hate that, that I lose by 20 seconds, because when you lose by 20 seconds, you're second guessing, any little minor thing you could have done to change it. But
We were watching with bated breath. Like, yeah, that whole exchange was like.
yeah,
something.
no, I loved Game 1 seed. Like, you had to enter Kraid to leave Kraid to get Morph Ball to go back to fight Kraid. I mean, it was just the next room, but like, that started it, and then I was like, hey, that's really interesting. And then I knew that Lady Sight needed Spring Ball. So I went to find items before, going through that Lady Sight, if I need to go through there. And yeah, I mean, Terrain having the 2 majors, I think both were required.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
really interesting seed. I really like that one.
I have never seen that landing site before. Game 1.
I was wondering, and I thought maybe, because the only time I saw that was actually when Vacant pulled it up once. It was just
Oh, jeez.
it's like, hey, look, I made a landing site with an elevator that requires so many ranges. That's the
Yeah,
only
so
reason I knew that landing site.
So Game 1, I checked Turian, it was when I was basically hunting for Spazer. Turian was one of the areas that I sort of prioritized checking and wound up finding my space jump. I kind of made my way back to the landing site because I had map scanned that it was, oh, by the way, did you all enjoy how I map scanned Mother Brain on my very first ping in Race 1?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I have a knack for that,
Way better
apparently.
than Mike did.
Yeah. Yeah, I threw it off into the void and it just happened to land on Mother Brain Room and the door. I also whiffed that a little bit because I forgot to go kill Ridley before I went to Mother Brain Door.
Oh.
After I got Spacer.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that in that seat, honestly.
Yeah. But,
it's pretty,
yeah, I sort of made my way back down there after I had Space Jump, and then I realized that I needed it for that room, and then I just happened to go up instead of right. Like, I opened that door to the right in the room with the tube, and instead decided to backtrack and go up because I had Space Jump, and wound up leading me to Spacer.
Yeah. Well, these were really good games. Congrats, MST. You are progressing into the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, out of you're going to be playing the winner of Skyhawk and Amada. Who do you want to see?
You know, I owe Amada some payback for Swiss, but yeah, no, I mean, either one would probably beat me in the finals.
Well, Kaz, unfortunately, this is where your tournament run ends, but it was a really good. This really was a grudge match coming all the way back from the first Swiss round, because this was your guys' first match in the tournament, and now we're here in the
I was glad to
semifinals.
get a win. I was glad to get a win off of MST.
Yeah, because the first time I believe it was MST just took both games. Was it?
We met in the first round of Swiss. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah, that the first one I was ahead of on, but like going into Turian and just didn't do that one room leading to Mother Brain correctly.
Yep. Yeah. That was a time. So, any thoughts, Kaz, on your performance throughout the tournament?
I mean, I did better than expected. I didn't think I'd get to semifinals, but I had a good time with it. Looking forward to tournaments in the future. I do want to give a quick shout out to MST, the other organizers, everybody that vetted rooms for the tournament, and the trackers, and everybody on comms. Like, obviously, this is as fun as it is because we have a good crew manning it.
Yeah. Kaz is part of that. Just... you would not believe the amount of rooms we came across this week that were broken. It was ridiculous. You know, the floodgate. We got the couple, unbeatable seeds because bad pathing, and then the floodgates opened in practices and stuff. So,
yep,
there was a lot of extra work this week.
Broken Seeds said, "Let me sing you the song of my people."
It happens.
We heard that song last week.
Yep. Yes, we did. Well, definitely good run, Kaz. You did a hell of a job. And unfortunately, your fusion area didn't really help you much here, which proves that areas that benefit runners do not benefit you in the tournament. Corridor.
Yeah, Best World didn't help Corridor. PSL Station.
Well, there was a
didn't
little
help
bit of help. I think Kaz took a death in the MST crate room with the lava.
I did, because I had
to
never
be
seen
fair-
that one before either.
To be fair, I also took a death in there. I mean, I defeated Crate first, but I took a death in there because I forgot my own room. I thought there was another door down there. It's like, whoops.
Oh. Well, MST, any thoughts as we close up?
Nope. Just looking forward to see the other semi go on tomorrow between Amada and Skyhawk. And thanks to you two and Paragon for helping out with the stuff, and SG for the channel.
Yeah. And yep, tomorrow night is our other semifinals match from 7 p.m. EST. We'll get 2 to 3 games in with Skyhawk versus Amada. See how that goes. Definitely want to thank Paragon for tracking, doing an amazing job as always. Flurry, any closing thoughts?
No, this was a really good set. Back and forth. Especially that game one was lead changes all over the place. So I think we had a really good set, and looking forward to see how finals go. See how tomorrow goes. Yeah, it's been a great tournament. Thanks for letting me tag along.
Yeah, thanks Flurry for doing commentary, because I did not want to be here for 3 hours by myself and killing myself, so yes, much thanks. And again, Kaz, MST, you put on a hell of a show. Loved it. I guess that's it for us tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow for the next race. Did I put on comms? I might be on comms. I don't know. We'll see. But yes, I'm Crows, and we'll see you next mission.